Alright, man. So looks like we got this thing running. I'm not sure why I picked 30 frames per second. I should have adjusted that, but let's see if I can get some people in here. We're gonna try to stream on Wednesdays and Sundays. What's up, Mr. Samsung? How you doing this evening? Did you get that toy connected? Open this up in a different window. Hopefully everybody's doing good. I actually just shot a quick vlog. I'm gonna go ahead and render that while I am doing this live. Okay, let me just see. Let me just get this. He said, I sure did. Endo, what's up, brother? How are you doing this evening? You got the thing set up as a gaming TV? My friend here, we're going to call him Mr. Samsung. Listen, we had something planned, but you picked that S95B up, man. Congrats on that, brother. Congrats. Amazing TV. Very happy for you. You deserve that. Y'all in here, drop a like, man. Let me get a couple of likes in here. Always makes me feel special. Yeah, but today is a day. Mark Madness, what's up, my brother? Every day until I get that bill complete. Oh, my brother, you went from a 1080p panel. Oh, my gosh, man. Listen, you are so deserving of that, bro. So deserving of that, man. I shouldn't have double audio. And if I do, please let me know that audio is okay with this stream. Thank you for the likes and thanks for the audio being good. What's the first thing you did when you got that S95B connected, man? Tell me. Just tell me. This is when I wish my friends all had vlogged and did YouTube. Like, I really feel like everybody that's around me should be doing some YouTube content. Like, I wish everybody did. I know people jump on the train. They want to do it because they want to get rich. They want to, you know, become celebrity and such. But honestly, I wish more people created content just because I like the engagement piece of that. He said, fired up Destiny 2, gave it a test, running 4K demos on YouTube. That's what I'm talking about, man. See, that's what a person does when they get a new toy like that. And Mark Madness says, I appreciate the motivation, bro. Listen, my man, you are motivation to me, man. Just the thought of you is motivating to me. So you are welcome, sir. We're going to keep each other motivated. My brother said he's firing up some 4K demos. All right, so I want to spend a little bit of time on this stream. I just want to publicly talk about 8K. I had a really good conversation, brief conversation. And Endo, I see your question. I'm going to respond to that in 1 second, sir. You know, someone asked me, like, you know, what I thought about like 8K TVs. He asked me specific, or she, I'm not sure who, but they asked me specifically what my thoughts were. Why wouldn't I be looking into getting myself like a Z2 or Z3, which are the LG 8K OLEDs. And so, you know, for me, while 8K is a bleeding edge resolution, for me, this is like the first time that I have felt like, you know, jumping into the newest resolution just offers me absolutely like no value, right? And so the biggest space for me is that like the jump from 1080p to 4K was because when you got a large 1080p TV, 75 inch, 85 inch, those 2 million pixels, things looked really pixelated, right? To me, 1080p looked great. 65 inch, you wanted that TV to be further away, so it looked tight, it looked nice, right? And if you got, you know, a decent panel that had high nits of brightness, you got a great package. Well, we wanted 4K because we wanted larger screens, you know? So you jump up to more pixels so you can get a bigger screen, and I'm not seeing things look so pixelated. But with 8K, I'm having a hard time personally looking at any 8K panels and feeling like I really need to make that jump. I feel like, you know, for me, in my honest opinion, that 8K right now, like I'm talking about this date, 2823 is best utilized if a person is gaming. I don't feel like there's enough content for me to invest into the resolution space of it, right? I'm not going to be trying to just look at oceans and animals and plants that are shot on YouTube in 8K, which the content is compressed. Another detractor for me, or that detours me away from 8K, is because no manufacturer has even made an 8K upscale player. You know how there's the 4K native player and then you have the 4K upscale player that will at least take your Blu-ray content right to the next level. There's not even an 8K player that will take the 4K Blu-rays and upscale them. So I don't feel there is enough, you know, supporting hardware to go with it to really push. So I'm interested in knowing what you guys think. Sorry for the long rant, but with that being said, the S95C should be coming home in like a week. Maybe a week and a half. I should have that TV. But yes, I'm already like getting thumbnails and stuff made for the content. Like it's gonna be shot fluid, and it's gonna be coming. Like I'm gonna be bleeding content for you guys. G Law said, your channel is awesome. Saving up horror for LG C2. How is G2? I want to play Red Dead Redemption 2 beautifully. My favorite game of all time. That's awesome. And I'm going to be honest with you, bro. I've only played a little bit of Red Dead Redemption. I'm really disappointed that there's not a Red Dead Redemption 1 remaster or remake. You know, not even a remake, but a remaster. If I could have a Red Dead Redemption 1 that was like, you know, 4K 60, put it on PC, I would be more interested in playing part 2. But with that being said, G2 is an amazing TV, like really good. It's upper echelon with S95B and A95K. C2 is just a comfortable medium that I'm very familiar with. And because prior to my setup now, I've never really mounted my TVs, the C2 has always been the option that I've gone with. Austin said, only thing I can see is if you're gonna watch content in picture-in-picture. Samsung 8Ks let you run 4 different inputs at once. What? So 4 screens of 4K can run 1 on 8K. Other than that, nah. That's a really good fact that I did not know that was even possible. That is actually really cool. At that point, I guess it just really comes down to how you utilize it and how big the screen would be. PN said, what's up, TKK? What's up, my brother? Low to high, what's up, brother? How you doing this evening or this morning? Not really sure where everybody's at. We got this stream. We're gonna be streaming at least into 10:30 Wednesdays and Sundays. Trying to get more active with you guys. Bill's channel, what's up, Bill? Good to hear from you, brother. I always like reading comments from you. And the last time I streamed, when I had was doing the content on the A90K, I remember us having some great conversations. So thank you for supporting my channel. With that said, his comment said, they said the tech in Red Dead 2 would be near impossible for them to port. When you said Red Dead 2, okay, Red Dead 1, thank you. I'm glad it took me a while to read your comment because I got it. You know, but what does that really mean, Bill? Because I know you're a very analytical person. I read a lot of your comments. I read a lot of your responses to others in the comment section of my videos. Do you believe that? Do you truly believe that, even with them saying it'll be hard to port, that they cannot bring that experience to us, right? Because that's what I'm really looking for. Okay. He said you think it would be hard, but not impossible. Exactly. Nothing's freaking impossible. And I appreciate you sharing your honest thoughts on that too. The thing is, do they see it as being lucrative? Now, I'm so thirsty for Red Dead 1 that I will even take a port that's not so great. You know, I'm hearing that the port for the latest Grand Theft Auto trilogy for the classics were not done by Rockstar, and then another team might have did it, and then they went in and kind of fixed things a little bit. You know, I would even accept something from another team. Now, while a remake might be extremely difficult, you know, they're not really into the whole remakes of things. But I would definitely like to have a remaster, you know, something on, just get it on PC. You get it on PC, and the community is going to go to work with mods and things like that. I just really wish that I could play that game on PC, not with it being an emulator of a PS3, you know, or a 360. And then the whole upscale, like, it looks really good on the Xbox platform. The whole 4K textures or whatnot, the upscaling looks good, but it still runs at 30 frames, right? So for me, just not really an enjoyable game. G-Law says, I follow Quantum TV. His channel is awesome and recommends C1 over C2 after professional calibration. Do you agree? Okay. So after professional calibration, well, here's the thing. With professional calibration, you have to know that you want your TV to look a certain way if you want it professionally calibrated. Most consumers that buy these TVs, more than not, are not going to want their TVs professionally calibrated. They go in, get a soft calibration, find some skin tones, find some content that you're familiar with seeing, some video game content or a movie or TV show that you watch a lot. I reference The Wire because I watch it every day. Every day of my life, I watch at least 20 minutes of The Wire while I'm eating a snack or something, right? It's just a part of, like, my life, right? And so I can pick any one of those episodes and I can say, you know what? A person is supposed to look like this. This is how they're supposed to look. And I can adjust my settings on the TV based on that. That being said, the C1 has something called black frame insertion. I'm not a fan of that from a gaming perspective. The lowest latency that I can get, the better, okay? So C2 doesn't have that, and it doesn't need that. And so for me, C2 is a better TV. I'm not going to tell you C1 is better than C2. That's not how it works. But I respect that man's opinion, and if I'm sure he's got some content that he brought out that, you know, is meaningful for that. Low to High said, but I know the resources are focused on GTA 6. So is GTA 6 like an official thing? Is that like a for real thing? Endo said, I thought the C2 was the same as C1, just brighter. Nope. The C2 brought native ultra wide support. So when we think of native, it's similarly to, like, you know, with Samsung having this native 144 hertz implementation into the S95C, where it's not into the S95B, right? So that means that the variable refresh rate should track all the way to 144, and it should be so consistent, right? The ultra wide, what you could do with the C1 is you could go through and you put some custom resolutions, and it worked pretty much the same, right? But the actual settings, like the panels made for it, it just works more fluid on the C2 from my personal findings. The game optimization has been enhanced on the C2 versus the C1, so it's a more fluid experience there. I mean, these are real quality of life things, right? The C2 is brighter, right? The C2, you're not going to be dealing with the same kind of, you know, panel lottery that you dealt with on the C1. So there's a lot of different things. The input latency was lower. The removal of black frame insertion, right? So there's enough for the C2 where I can make a legitimate argument that a person could have went after a C2. It's just that, you know, the C1 was so darn good at the time when it was sold, and there wasn't enough things to wow people to buy the C2 that it didn't make sense. And I be over talking sometimes, so it kind of is what it is. But yeah. Jerry Margarita says 8K also needs 12-bit color. Again, that's another thing, right? 8K needs that. 8K needs 120 frames, right? Which, again, there's no real content for it yet. But I want to put myself in a position where I don't feel like I'm going backwards. I just don't feel as if, I don't feel as if, I should. There's just certain things I don't feel like I need to go backwards on, right? And every resolution jump has been a great one that I've supported. I've supported the HD, the 1080p, the 4K. They all made sense to me. But the 8K, just from the resolution perspective right now, doesn't make sense. It's more innovation within the models. Like my friend on here just said that you can do 4 inputs at one time. That's amazing for a TV to be able to do, but to me, has nothing to do with 8K. At the same time, it does, because you have so many pixels where you can do something like that. But who does that really help? It's a 16:9 aspect ratio panel still. It's not ultra wide, right? And if you're not getting it in like 85 inch, I mean, who the hell is really going to utilize that, right? Then it still comes down to how far you're sitting from the TV. So if I've got an 85 inch and I'm doing 4K screens trying to look at 4 different inputs, what am I really doing? I'm not sure. That would be a cool way for a person to be able to play Halo, right? You can get the Halo like 4 screens just like you could back in the day. That would be dope. But you got to really think outside the box for that feature to really make sense. I hope that makes sense what I just said. GTA 6 is coming out, but years from now. So it's an official thing. An early build of GTA 6 actually leaked last year from the hacker. Okay. Does somebody want to explain what Evo panel means to G-Law? And Endo, you're welcome, brother. And Bill said the Wire podcast was a little harder to pull up on Alexa. If you say play the Wire at 30 on Apple Music, you'll get it. What? Play the Wire at 30? Why do you have to say that? Thank you for the likes. Anybody in here that left a like, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I'm going to try to get this video edited while I'm on here doing this. And I just made a video, like literally just kind of talking about this same thing. So hopefully you guys check it out. Want to get some more engagement going within this topic. Pretty much this video was me talking about why I'm excited for the S95C and why I didn't wait for the Sony. And I'll share some of those points with you guys. Number one, I'm not going to be strictly loyal to any one person. Sterling B Digital, what's up, brother? He said, not a fan of Harry Potter, but the new Hogwarts Legacy game is phenomenal. Yo, I love to hear that. I love to hear that, brother. I am excited to play that game. I did not invest into the getting the deluxe. But it's a game that I plan on playing. Yes, I do, and I'm hoping that you're enjoying that, man. That's great. Tell me something without spoiling it. What's so phenomenal about it? And okay, Bill, I got you, brother. So it's kind of the cheat code of how to get it. Brandon McKee, what's up, brother? How are you doing tonight? Okay, so he articulates the Evo panel. It's able to push harder brightness safely with a heatsink as opposed to a standard OLED. Okay, so that's great, but C2 doesn't. What if it doesn't have? What if the TV doesn't have a heatsink? And I'm glad you're doing well, my brother. Thank you for chiming in, man. I like to give the community time to talk to the community, man. Yeah, man, it's good to be on, brother. Good to be on. Do we have any questions about S95C? Any kind of curiosities? I seen a really good question someone asked earlier, and they didn't say it in a sarcastic way. They said that they were, they were wondering if the build quality was going to be good. And so I don't know how to really take Samsung saying that the S95C will be built better as to say that the S90C won't be built as good. I guess the proper wording would be there'll be some extra reinforcements to some degree on the S95C. And Austin said, what are your expectations and what are you hoping to see out of the S95C? You know, I am expecting to see, I'm not even gonna lie to you, the greatest TV of all time. Like, when I tell you I'm excited, I'm excited, man. I am really excited, man. Like, I am so excited for this TV. I'm so excited that I'm gonna put it on the wall. Listen. Okay, listen. This is what I'm about to do. This TV, I am about to paint the wall that it's gonna be going on to, right? So that's how excited I am. I'm finna get new speakers. I just want to enjoy this TV. I want for when I turn this TV on for it to just blow me the hell away. You know, I'm expecting it to be super bright. I'm expecting to see that variable refresh rate just pop really good. That 144 hertz. Like, I'm looking forward to playing some shooters in 1080p and in QHD. I am expecting to be able to play QHD on my 4090, complete max settings, no deep learning super sample with 144 hertz, 15 feet away and the pixelation not be there. I'm excited, man. I'm telling you, man, I'm so excited. Like, I'm really happy. Jeffrey Davis, good evening, my brother. He said, I know size is king and I feel my living room can handle 83 class, but it seems like 77 is where the new tech is this year. I am torn as I feel like going down in size is a downgrade. Thoughts on an 80-inch? I can't think of one 80-inch unless we're classifying 80 as like 83. What's in my opinion, what's happening right now in 2023 with television technology is that the industry standard is seeing quantum dot OLED as the future. And believe it or not, Sony typically is who's going to control how that goes. And I said this in the stream the other night. I said, just notice, and I could be wrong, but I don't think that the A80K came in 83-inch. Sony didn't have an 83-inch OLED last year, I don't believe. Please, if I'm wrong, correct me. Matter of fact, let me do the research while I'm here right now. And then I'm going to make my point to that. Just my own theory, right? A80K. What sizes did A80K come in? 77, 55, 65. Right. No 88, right? No 88, okay? So Sony says, I'm not going to do an 83-inch TV. We did that with the A90J, which still is a TV that is $5,000 at most places, okay? Most places are selling it for $5,000. So Sony says, we're not going to do 83. We're going to do, you know, the big LEDs, right? 85-inch for that. But for OLED, we're just going to do the 55 to 65, and then we're going to let the 77 rock. Well, here we are. We have the quantum dot OLED is 77. We have LG even saying 83 inches not getting MLA. You know, we're trying to compete in the 77-inch space. We're not focused on giving the 83-inch the brighter panel. Why wouldn't you do it? I have no idea. Because to me, that's an ace up their sleeve. If they could do 83-inch and have that brightness, it makes people not focus as much on this 77-inch quantum dot OLED. But yeah, 77 seems to be the sweet spot, man. Forgive me for ranting. Yeah, Austin said, I don't think you would be disappointed. I don't think so either, brother. I don't think so either, man. Bill Channel said, I'm just hoping for good PC performance, i.e. good 144 hertz, etc. Exactly, my brother. That's why we're building this PC. Listen, you know, if you guys didn't see that video I posted Tuesday, we're putting the PC together exactly for this thing. How ironic it is. I make this video saying I'm either building this PC for this TV or this TV. Bam, now I got the TV. So I'm just waiting on it to get dropped. So I'm really excited for that, man. I'm putting together a system. And by the way, I'm not going 4090 in the living room. It's going to be 3090 in the living room. It's going to be adequate for what I'm expecting to do. I'm expecting to get I'm trying to get in the space of playing 4K natively from 60 to 70 for my Spider-Mans, for the Tomb Raiders, the Resident Evils. I'm fine with that. Give me all the textures. I want everything to look clean. Give me 60 to 70 frames, native resolution. I'm good, right? I want to get into playing some competitive shooters on that big ass screen. Give me that QHD, baby. 144. Yes, that's what I want, man. That's what I want. And Brandon, yeah, I put you on the spot, bro. Because, you know, you smart like that. I'll be reading your comments. Sorry, guys, I kind of lost I lost train of thought rambling on. Bill Chan said, picking out the paint color would be hard until you unbox the TV and see. Here's the thing, Bill. The color that I'm going to go for, because my walls in the living room are like a tan, right? I'm going with some Klipsch speakers. You know, Klipsch has that, like, I'm going to take the grills off. I don't have these speakers yet, so I got to play around with the numbers and such, right? So when you take the grill off the Klipsch speakers, I'm sure you know, they got like this, this like copper looking orange, burnt orange. I want to do something that accents that. Nothing's going on this wall but that TV, right? And this wall is a wide wall, man. It's like 15 feet, right? 17 feet, something like that. I don't know, maybe 15 feet. Nothing's going on that wall but that TV, right? That one connect's going to go down real thin. You know what I'm saying? And I need to mount this TV in a perfect way where I can push the existing TV stand right flat. So I'm going to have to figure out how to run the power so the strip allows me to be able to move the TV all the way flush. Man, when I tell you I'm excited, I'm really excited. I'm going to have my center speaker sitting under the TV on top of the TV stand. So that means that I'm going to have that audio as I'm sitting in my sweet spot. It's going to be front facing, hitting me. When they talking, they're going to be talking to me. Really excited, man. I'm really excited. All right, man. Let me see. Daniel E, what's up, brother? Good evening. He said, I'm happy with my 77-inch OLED, but the QD-OLED is going to be amazing. Brother, you should be happy with your OLED. Which one do you have? Let's talk about that. High to Low said, I think I'm going to stick it out with my G2 this year. Bro, you got a G2? Of course. Hell yeah. I don't even have a G2. What size is your G2? Did you get 65? Trevor, what's up, brother? How are you doing this evening? He said, question, would you recommend OLED TV over any IPS mini LED panel for gaming PC? And if yes, why? Max Love. What's up, brother? Max Love to you too, homie. Keeping in mind, dude, I have the Neo G8, right? We'll bring that back to the channel if you want to see more content on that. That's mini LED, right? 32-inch curved, right? Beautiful. If you're in the middle, as soon as you go off to the left, as soon as you go off to the right, that TV looks like, it don't look like the same TV, right? You go from black to completely looking like there's snow on the screen. And this is why I'm personally not a fan of you know, any mini LED. Now I understand you said IPS and that's a TN panel, but I digress. The point is, it's always going to be OLED for me. Always going to be OLED, man. Sterling says, I have an 86-inch TV, but I prefer gaming on a smaller display than that. The question is, what 86-inch do you have? Because the size of the screen comes down to, I don't know if the term is muscle memory, but if you can get familiar with how to perform visually and see everything, the size of the screen doesn't matter. It's all about the response time and the input latency. That's the most important thing for you to be able to execute if you're gaming. Wes, that's a great question, brother. How are you doing, my friend? You know, how far have you gotten cleaning the garage? That's a great question, man. Listen, I just came from, if I have this set up a little bit more portable going forward, maybe we can get to a place where I can, you know, stream from the laptop or something like that, because I'm in a house with Wi-Fi. I'd be able to take you and show you the garage. So I think you guys will get a video next week seeing the garage. I can completely walk in the middle of the garage. I went from having like 4 stands to 2 stands, right? I've gotten rid of 2 appliances out of the garage. And so, yeah, I'm making some really great strides. I got my Plex server in the garage still. I'm getting ready to completely tear that down so that I can, you know, just get even more space. Once I do that, then I'll get to the place where I can start painting and patching the walls and creating some content out there too. I'm kind of late in life with it, but I want to get into learning how to do some woodwork and stuff like that. And so I just want to be more handy, you know what I mean? So yeah. Loda Hot said, I got a set, bro. You got a 77-inch G2, man. Listen. I sit in the pocket for a while. I was sitting in the pocket for a while, and I'm very transparent with you guys. Like, I don't have a lot of vices, a lot of things that I'm invested into. TVs are literally my thing. Like, that's literally my thing. Listen, I wear a lot of Ralph Lauren polo. You might notice that when you see me, you know what I'm saying, in the videos. You know, that's one thing that, you know, I'm like a lifelong consumer of. And TVs, man. Listen, I'm gonna buy me some Ralph and I'm gonna buy me some TVs. But when you invest in that kind of TV that you got, man, you're good to go for a while, my friend. Arthur Clayton said, "What's up, brother? How are you doing this evening?" He said, "I've been sticking it out with my CX, but want to upgrade this year. Not sure. So why would you want to upgrade? Let's talk about that. Let's make that a topic of discussion." Ghost of MS, good evening, sir. He said, "I want that 77, but I'm moving in like 5 months, so there's no reason to grab that and have to move it. I'm holding down for that 65-inch. Hey, listen, gotta respect a man with priorities, or a woman. I mean, the name Ghost does not have a gender, so whomever you are, I can't think if I've ever read a comment from you, but thank you for tuning into this live, and I think it's very commendable for you to, you know, be conscious of the fact that you're going to be moving." Brandon McGee says 65 is the sweet spot size. It's preached to go bigger on a new model, right? But don't be swayed by that. Do what's best for the size and decor. 77 is perfect for the bigger size upgrade. I agree. Listen, I made a video last year, and it was not clickbait. It was not clickbait. There's a brother on here on YouTube named Jeremy. He has a tech channel. Great channel. I love the man's channel. He happens to be, what's up, Max? How you doing, brother? He happens to be from Michigan, like myself, like Max, who just said what's up to me. And so he's got the 83-inch G2, and that TV was so great, so great. I almost bought that TV, you know. I'm glad I didn't. I'm really glad I didn't. Michael Randa, good evening. Said, "Hey, finally caught up live. Much appreciated your points on AK. I asked on another video." Absolutely, brother. You're the reason. I actually made a YouTube video that's going to be going live tomorrow talking about my excitement around the S95B and the AK piece. Yeah, I can't personally dive in. And thanks, Max. I appreciate you for stopping by, bro. I had asked some people earlier, you know, who should I be trying to collab with? You're definitely one of those people that come to my mind. So I appreciate all you do, man. I follow your content and I respect your views. I follow you when you're on the streams and everything. You know, you definitely got my support, homeboy. Arthur said, "I'm driving, but what's up? I want a bigger size and more brightness." That's what's up, man. And absolutely, Max. Hell yeah, man. Ghost of MS said, "With you deciding to grab that Samsung, what are your overall thoughts on Sony and where they are headed?" Sony's in a great space, in my opinion. I think that Sony, someone needs to make the decision for Sony for them to start manufacturing more of their television. I think that's the biggest opportunity for Sony right now, right? When the product comes out, it's a damn good product. That's number one. Number two, it seems like they're playing at a different calendar also. Their TVs come out later, and while, you know, that might be their strategy to like not, you know, modify how they handle their business to compete with others, it doesn't work for a customer like myself. I save up early for these TVs, guys. Listen, middle of the year, I'm already saving for whatever's coming for next spring. At least one TV, because I know that's how I am, right? And so if I have to wait for the end of the summer, you know, for their TV to come out, and for, you know, the beginning of the summer or the end of the spring for it to even be announced, that's too late. This TV is coming out in February. I bought the TV. The money's already out the bank. So, you know, my thing is that the engineers need to start making more of their TV sets. So, yeah. Fush Monter said, "AK just a waste of liquid." Damn. Can you elaborate on that? You said, "How do you feel about Samsung turning into Razer by being a premium product, but now the cost cutting and scamming is bringing down their quality?" Can you elaborate on that? I can't really answer that without getting the full context of where you're coming from on that. G-Man, I missed your comment. I'm reading it now, though. What is the general... Okay, I'm sorry. I had a couple of comments here. You know what? I feel like, he's asking me how long, basically, should you have a TV? For me, man, you get a TV until you don't need it anymore, honestly. I think most people, I'll just say most Americans, let me just say that without it coming off weird. I think most people in America will buy a TV, based on them wanting something bleeding edge or them wanting something larger. It seems like we like really big TVs over here. I know I do. And keep it in mind, 2021 was my first 77-inch. Every TV I had before that was 65. Just because I controlled the space more. But I feel like realistically, if I was the average consumer, if I was just being, let's say, less of who I am, right? I probably wouldn't have bought an OLED. Let's say I bought the EF9500, right? I didn't really need to buy another OLED until the C9, because that's really when they made the jump to give me more of what I needed out of the TV, right? So you think about it like this: from 2015 or 14, 2015, that's when the EF9500 came out. 2019, that's when the C9 was out, right? So the gap in that time frame is when we got 4K at 120 frames per second. So yeah. And Max said, "You've motivated me to build my own PC. Please keep up those videos." Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. I'm just trying to raise the awareness. We've got to get, we spend a lot of money on these displays. Right now, like I was just saying, probably before you got in here, if a person has an 8K display, in my personal opinion, if they're not using a PC, like think about it like this. If you buy an 8K display, look at Bill kicking knowledge. 8K is useful for productivity. I'm gonna tap back in. This is a very smart person right here talking, Bill. Thank you, brother. When you buy an 8K display, what source are you sending it to it, right? We have no sources for it. There's none. So if you're buying it on the premise that the upscaling is so good, no. That's not why you buy an 8K TV. So a PC game, having a PC, a system put together that can actually give you the content, that would be the only real way you can really maximize out of a graphical fidelity for that TV. I said all that to say that I'm glad that you are motivated to build a PC, because with us buying these displays, we should definitely have the right source that we can take advantage of right now, right? Okay, I seen something about Samsung and scamming. Okay, how you feel about Samsung? Okay, so elaborate. How did they scam, really? You said like how the Odyssey monitors were bad quality control and they lied about the specs. They lied about the specs on what exactly? And G-Man, you're welcome, my friend. Oh, shit. How'd you use an emoji? Are you on your phone? Maybe you're on your phone. I can't assume everybody's on the desktop like I am. So I'll put it to you like this. I already have a thumbnail made for initial unboxing, right? Unboxing and initial impressions, right? I'm gonna cut the unboxing because I'm not gonna make, I'm gonna cut the portion of the unboxing. Like I'm gonna tell y'all right now how this video is gonna be shot for me, right? It's gonna be the traditional, here's the box type of deal, cut it open. We're gonna look at the packaging, make sure there's no bins, right? That's the first thing we're gonna be looking at. I'm gonna zip to getting it connected on the base. I'm already gonna have my room painted, hopefully have these clip speakers and stuff in place. And then I'm initially, for that first day, of course, Austin, you come through with it, man. Yes, as long as you're gonna be okay getting on camera, you can come help film. I'm gonna get the TV on the base first. Now, the issue I'm having right now, and if you guys have a recommendation, let me know. I am looking for a truly slim mount, okay? The Sanus mounts that I have right now for these TVs are slim mounts, but they're not slim enough. The TV doesn't come with a mount, which discourages me a little bit. But that content is gonna be like that. Like y'all gonna have a video as soon as I get that TV that day. Like I'm shooting the shit out that content and it's coming. And as soon as I upload that, I'm shooting more content. And as soon as I upload that, I'm shooting more content. It's probably gonna be 5 videos within the first 2 days. I'm not even lying. That's how much I'm gonna be shooting. Sorry, I ignored the comments a little bit. You can't say 8K for Avatar 2. Was Avatar 2 even good? Mr. Davis, how you doing tonight, brother? You said, do you have a ship day? Yeah, okay, I just answered that. I'm sorry, I scrolled up too high. The Red Hood, what's up, my brother? How you doing this evening? You said, I'm currently using S95B for NVIDIA's control settings, color depth, dynamic range, color. What color format are you using? So you want the truth? And I've always kept it 100%. The S95B is not my TV. Not my TV. S95B is not my TV. You know, but I am going to dial the hell out of it. You know, what I've done is pretty much just put the settings on it I would personally like. But, yeah. He said, yeah, was Avatar? Yeah, because I don't know. I mean, was the movie even good? He said, how did I become so passionate about TVs? I'm going to be honest with you, man. You know, I'm really passionate about technology as a whole. You know, I can remember back in 2000, I want to say it was like 2000. I might be wrong on the year, but I think it was like 2005. You know, I had these TVs by Sony called, you got hit with a commercial. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Sorry if the commercial hit me. I had the Sony Trinitron. Anybody in here know what the Trinitrons are? First of all, like before I go forward, let me explain that. Let me know if y'all know what the Trinitrons are. PN said, I won't buy into 8K until we have native players. I mean, I gotta love the intelligent ones because that's exactly what I'm saying. And the PC part, man, that's what I'm saying. So here I am saying that the best use case for an 8K TV is a gaming PC, but even with a 4090 on a 13900K i9 processor, you still can't really, you know what I'm saying? You can't really get in there and get what you need to do. Mr. McKee said, I'm sorry, man, I'm catching these comments. It's preached that a purchase of an 8K TV is good for future proofing, but that's a strong move either way. It's too early to buy that for future proofing, and I'm gonna tell you why. You buy, let's say you buy the 900B, which is a dog TV, and I'm actually gonna be recording. I'm gonna be recording the 900B this Sunday. I have a good friend of mine that owns the 900B. Listen, my man he's nice with TVs. Like I said, you know, he don't go as crazy as I do, but he go pretty crazy, right? He got the 900B, right? In his bedroom, I think 65. He might have a 75. I think he got the 75-inch 900B. I could be wrong, but we're gonna find that out, right? So if you have that TV, it's just like, I feel like the most that you're gonna get out of it is knowing that you said the upscaling, right? So the upscaling is nice, but how nice is it? I mean, I'm not asking that. That's kind of a rhetorical question, right? But you know, so let's say you buy that TV now. Let's say in 4 years from now, we have HDMI 2.2. And what HDMI 2.2 gives us is 4K at 240. And it also gives us 8K at 120. But you have the 900B that is limited to doing, you know, what it can do, right? So then you start thinking about future proofing, and it's like, well, shit, I could have just waited. I could have just rocked the code as 4K, which I'm doing, and been okay. Because for me, panel technology is always going to overshadow resolution. You always buy based off panel technology. This is why plasmas had such a high regard for a long time. Panel technology equates to higher picture quality. The resolution don't mean anything. We still don't even have 100%, 100 channels broadcasted in 4K. We still are relying on streaming in 4K, in which the bit rates might not be as high as physical media. So that's just my take on it. All right, so some of you guys said y'all know what a Trinitron was, right? So back in 2004, I used to host these game sessions. I'm from Detroit, right? I grew up on the west side. The area was called Joy Road and Dexter, real hood-like. But anyway, I used to host, you know, out of my house, these sessions. Sometimes we have 20, 25, 30 guys over playing Street Fighter, Tekken, you know, Marvel vs. Capcom, all kind of stuff. Dude, I had like several Trinitrons set up. The 32 inches with the base, because the TVs was heavy as hell. And I remember my house had like a upstairs to it. It's like a 2-family flat, so a downstairs and an upstairs house to it. And I would host on the upstairs, so getting them TVs upstairs was hell. I said all that to say that I've always been passionate to some degree. Now, I fell off with TVs for a while. I went through a phase where I was buying like the Vizios, no offense to Vizios, and the Sanyos, and you know, I wasn't really into the TV technology because it just became boring, and I was more into monitors. But I've always had a passion for TVs, man. Always, man. I went through the phase of buying all the Samsung DLPs, the 46-inch models, and things of that sort, man. I've been with it for a long time. Yeah, man, the Trinitrons was the best. Flat screen. I had one that had the 720p, the 1080i support. Great. It was excellent. The Marvel community need more Trinitrons. Exactly. I'm not drinking no liquor tonight. I'm going to get me some more water, so I'll be right back to you guys. Nah, TVs. Yeah, the real deal TVs, man. Daniel E said my first TV was my first HD TV was a DLP. Huge mistake. It was not good for gaming. Oh, it was awful. I remember playing on the Samsung, and it seemed like hitting a button seemed like it took 2 seconds to come out. Like, God, it was wild. Sterling said, what up, though, in my T Grizzly voice. Yeah, young dog from Joy Road, man. I'm from Joy Road, too, man. I grew up on the east side, 6 Mile and Davison, and on the west side, I was from Joy Road and Dexter. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Detroit was good to me, man. You said you remember my set. Hope World, what's up, bro? If you remember my set with Free One Up, that's what's up, man. That's a long time ago. I used that set with Free One Up to get a set with DSP. He wouldn't play anybody that didn't play somebody that already had, like, you know what I'm saying, a reputation. So, Michael Hughes, real facts. What up, TKK? I was there the night you watched Antoine and Third Strike on Broad Street. What's up, man? Yeah, my dog. Yeah, Twan, that's my man, though. I ain't gonna even speak bad on that, because Twan, what was happening at that time was Antoine was still, he was figuring, you know what I'm saying, himself out. I feel good in all those times that, you know what I'm saying, he used to come over and we used to play in them sets, man, and he couldn't do nothing with me. And then eventually, you know, he got better, and you know, as I put it down, he just was kind of like a pass the torch type of thing, you know. So that was dope, man. Shout outs to you, bro. How you been, man? Of course, I would buy a Panasonic TV in a heartbeat. Like, to be honest with you, if I could get I wouldn't say that I would buy because Panasonic, if I'm not mistaken, has an MLA, you know, WOLED coming out, just like the G3. I wouldn't say that I'd buy it over that, because again, I'm looking at getting that TV in a 55, and I want it to be a gaming TV because it'll be here. It'll replace my C2. But I would really love to get a Panasonic TV. Like, I seriously would. And I'm even going as far as to thinking about buying a Panasonic camera, right? Like there's got to be a connection in what they're doing, right? Like, you know, you think about the screens, you think about the camera, right? So I'm using a Sony camera here. Not sure how it looks, but I digress. Yeah, I would definitely get a Panasonic if I had the opportunity. Mr. West Hill said, I'm not sure why, but Vega has always been my favorite Street Fighter character. Yeah, man, Vega, listen, Vega has a level of charisma. It's, oh man, right there, he's got a lot of charisma. It's crazy how this looks cool at a distance, but the closer you get to it, it's really pixelated. I don't know what kind of magic that is, but this thing looks really cool. Like I'm looking at it on the screen, it's really clear, but when you get like close to it, it's really like 16-bit, almost 8-bit like pixelation. But Vega's really cool. And back in Street Fighter 4, when I used to play Vega, you know, he has the ability to manually take off like his mask or his claw. And in the first Street Fighter 4, because there was many iterations, and I don't know why we're talking about Street Fighter, but anyway, we're gonna roll with it. In the first iteration of Street Fighter, he wasn't good. Like he wasn't good at all. He was like really, really like low tier. You know, but I used to get a kick out of like being able to beat people with him because he had the range. And I would just take off the mask and take off the claw, kind of like as a taunt you, like I don't need that. I'll show my face. But anyway. And yay, Rock Hawkins, what's up, brother? Thank you, man, for stopping by. Purple Heart, man. Max love to you, homie. Let me catch these other comments. And Pobo Django says, you remember the Henny with the grape. Man, yeah, you're an old school if you remember that. You know, the reason why I don't have that content on the internet now is because I got sons and they're in college and stuff like that. So I don't want them being able to say, man, your dad was tripping on the internet. So yeah, man, and I'm much more professional in life now. But yeah, that's definitely a great drink. I call that bluenessy. So if you get dark Henny and you get the it's actually not grape ocean spray, but it was like the blueberry ocean spray. You get those two, it's ridiculous, like ridiculous. Because blueberry ocean spray has this really like sour but sweet taste, and it blends flawlessly with like dark cognac. You know what I mean? But yeah, that was great times. Endo said, damn, that 36-inch trainer shot. Yeah, it was 36-inch. I said 32, so I lied. It was 36. I had 3 of those. 3 of them boys. 3, yes. Crazy. R.E.J. Hoffman, what up, TKK? What would you recommend, 77 S95C or 83-inch C3? It's a wash, bro. It's a wash. You know, no 83-inch from LG in 2023. Nope, buy a G3, a G2. That's what I would say, personally. Now, that's not to say that the G3 isn't going to be good in 83. Obviously, I'm assuming it's going to be brighter than what the G2 is. But just knowing that you're not getting the bleeding edge technology, right? Like the kind of money that you're gonna spend on the 83 of any kind is at least 4,000, right? 4,000 at least. You know, if your situation is like your seating, if you got like a big boy house, I don't have a huge house, and that 83-inch got you sitting like 20 feet away, okay, I get it. But if you can fix that seating where a 77 would be good, come on, man. You go with the 77-inch S95C. Anybody telling you otherwise, they're just fanboying for the other side, and you don't have to do that. When people ask legitimate questions, like I'm gonna give you the real answer because I buy them all. If it's gonna serve me, because they here to serve me. You take my money, I'm only paying for you because you can give me what I want, right? That's how it's supposed to be. When you cut me, I don't bleed Sony, Samsung, or LG. So unless you work for these companies, I don't understand where people get this loyalty from. People are loyalty to these. They're more loyal to the damn brand than they are to their own people, man. It's crazy. But let me not get off topic. Hopefully I answered your question. He said Panasonic, Bill. Here you go, Bill, dropping knowledge again. He said Panasonic, they're behind in cameras. I love the point and shoots from them a couple decades ago, but they are way behind Sony cameras now. And that makes sense. Like this camera I'm using is an Alpha 6000. You know, I got this in like 2014. And the camera I shoot with daily when I do my videos is a ZV-1. It's a point and shoot vlog camera. The problem with it last night, like when I kept, or the other day when I kept pausing my streams, it might have been last night. When I kept pausing my streams, it's because the camera kept overheating, right? And that ZV-1 is just not, it's not a great camera if that's what you're going to be doing. And yay, Rock Hawkins said, I think this is the first live stream I was able to catch. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you, homie. Austin, take care, brother. If you ain't already logged off, I appreciate you. Mr. Martin, what's up, man? How you doing this evening? He said, what happened to Dragon Ball Fighters? I still play. Like, I'll be fighting with my son like we got problems in this house. You know what I mean? It's just that I have a gaming channel, and I'm building up what I have going here so that, you know, I can spearhead with that and work to get it monetized and work to create that kind of content, because I want to have the segregation. Like, there'll be some times when I'll dip some stuff here, and then sometimes I'll dip some of this stuff over there. But you know, I have an end goal that's going to put me where I have a platform where I can play games and people can come and they can come to see who, you know, Tournament Known Killer is, which is what TKK originally stood for, right? Like, so people will be able to go there and they'll be able to go there and be like, okay, I want to go there and see him play some games. So it's for sure coming, bro. It's just like I got the vision. I'm just trying to work it. Yeah, man. Ye Rock said, I wish I kept my own Trinitron. Bro, you and me both. We all do. Trust me. But they's too heavy. Too heavy. And listen, I had 3 of them joints back in like 04, 05. And all of them had the base with them. Now, you know that's a rarity. To have that TV with the base, yeah. You know, because most people had to get some real furniture. You know, furniture was real furniture back then, too, and you had to have it because all the TVs was still tube TVs, you know. It was tube TVs or DLPs. That's kind of where it was transitioning then. But, yeah, man. Yep. The New Yorker, good evening, bro. He said, good evening. How about G2 versus C3? Thank you. Yeah, I mean, for me, it's still going to be, I feel like C3 is probably going to be a closer representation. So this is what LG always does, right? So in my opinion, next year, not this year, but next year, C3 is probably going to have MLA. So C4 is probably going to have MLA in 77. That's what I think. Like, probably in all classes, 55 and higher. Because they already got a QHD monitor that has a form of MLA in it, right? So I think C4 is going to have MLA 55 and higher. I feel like, and it might be some lottery type panel stuff, right? I feel like G4 is definitely going to have it in 83 inch, or they already got something better they working on, or they probably going to drop a quantum dot next year. Like, I really feel like that's probably what they're going to do. The gallery probably goes to be some kind of quantum dot or something like that. You know, but what they pretty much do is, like, every year, whatever the best was, you know, the next year the lower model is going to be pretty much, you know what I mean? So, like, C2 is closer to what G1 was, you know what I'm saying? And that's just kind of how it always goes. Yep, so you're on the same thing, man. That's how I'm feeling. That's what they do every year, man. You got a C2. I got the C2 also, bro. I love this TV. Mr. Hughes said I got a S95B for 1070. That's what's up, bro. Man, I gotta read something you said, Bill. You probably was giving me some game. He said my Sony A1 has a defect. It overheats immediately with video. He said, with cameras, use external batteries or power cords if you can. Also, open. You said also open any viewfinders? Is that what you meant to say, or can you articulate that a little differently for me? And that's a great price you got for that S95B. Did you buy that open box, or was that some type of discount or something? Oh yeah, man. Listen, bro. The Alpha 95 King, listen, that TV is smoking, bro. It's smoking. You can't see that TV in my opinion, you can't see that TV in a store and really appreciate it. That is a bad You know what I'm saying? It's like it's like it's a man, that TV's a beast. Listen, so the first video I'm gonna do with the S95C is gonna be like the unboxing and the initial impressions. The second video I do is gonna be A95K versus S95C. Not even lying. No, that might be the third video. The second video is gonna be me putting that bad boy on the wall, because I'm gonna have to put it on the wall in order for me to have a space. 77 is a big panel, right? So the second video is gonna be me getting that boy on the wall, right? Just on some, you know what I'm saying, day in the life type stuff, because that's the kind of content I like to shoot. The third video, I'm bringing that Alpha 95 King downstairs, man. And I'm gonna shoot those videos are gonna be all shot in one day. Like one day, all three of them gonna be shot. So that's what I'm saying. I'm a flood the hell out of S95C content. Y'all gonna be like, I'm tired of seeing this dude with this stuff. But yeah, that TV is, man, that TV is beast. It's beast. I don't know what Sony deal is where I'm not sure if they're still manufacturing A90Js or not, because I'm trying to understand, why is that TV still 5,000? Like, that's crazy. But then again, it's 83 inch, you know, but it's like, don't make sense. Mr. Murdoch said, also, is that true that even not a mini LED G7 or G8 in picture quality can't compete against? No, I mean, I have a G8 Neo. Like, I mean, a part of what you get from a monitor of that caliber is the bleeding edge. Like, I admit openly, the 4K 240, like, it'll be a while before I can utilize that monitor and get maximum out of that, right? But you do get a glimpse at what mini LED is. The problem is, like I said, and I don't know if you caught it earlier, when you look at that thing from the side, it's like, dang, man, you know, you just started thinking about, like, you know, the issues. P Goodspeed, you said you hashtag bring back. I'm not sure what that means, bro. I'm sorry, I don't know what that means. And Bill, you said you're back now. Earlier your comment went on to say, with cameras using external battery, you say, yeah, with cameras use external batteries or power cord. If you can, you said also open any viewfinders. Can you clean that up? Okay, I was saying if your camera has a fold out screen, viewfinder, then open it up. Yeah, I'm still having that issue with this camera. This is the camera right here. Let me open up this OBS so I can see myself live. This is the camera right here. It's a great camera. I like it. You know, light, portable. I'm sure if I shot in 4K, I would be able to record for a very long time. But, you know, it's having some issues. Now, I have a warranty on this camera, and I'm going to be making a claim on it because I did get it. It did drop like one time, maybe twice. And, you know, it wasn't like a real brutal drop. But now my SD card, the spring that's in there doesn't click to hold the card in there. So I have to close it for that. That doesn't seem to be the issue. I think a part of the issue is the design. I think that maybe if they made it so that the SD card wasn't right next to the battery, like, I don't think that's a really good design. Because if you're shooting in 4K, obviously the content is being written on the card, and you got the battery there too, right? So it just doesn't make sense, and it's very frustrating. And last night when I was live streaming, you know, I kept having to pause because, you know, I was looking at the viewfinder and I'm like, yo, I can see the thermal setting is coming on, so I had to turn it off for a minute and a half and then put the thing on there. Like, I'm using this camera, this old camera from 2014, 2015, and I've been streaming. How long have I been streaming? I've been streaming an hour and 3 minutes, and this thing is just going. Like, it's going. I got like a shotgun mic on top of it, and it's just freaking working. No issues. I mean, it's 1080p granted, but it's very discouraging. So I'm going to invest in some better equipment also that can help me shoot content in a lower light scenario. So, you know, I got some upgrades that I need to make that will really help me to bring to life, you know, my vision on this channel. So I've done all those things. I use a power cord externally, USB. It still overheats. It's intermittent too. Like, if I'm not trying to shoot anything and I'm just doing a dummy test, the thing record forever. But when I'm trying to actually do something, it's a problem. So yeah, I'm over it. And say, yeah, yo, those viewfinders love to overheat the cameras. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Yes, sir. Let me get this. Oh, let me get this video edited. Yeah, man. But so, what's some good shows y'all watching tonight? Last night I was asking about like different anime, and I got some great suggestions from you guys in regards to that. What are you guys watching? Mr. Davis said, if there's a 77-inch A95K version, are you interested in getting that too? No, because it would be going backwards. It's got to be the L, right? What things could they possibly address? Well, they're going to have that new MediaTek chip. That MediaTek chip is supposed to bring some quality of life options that I think are going to be really good. And I would have went for A95L if it was first. Yes, I would have, but you know, with Samsung S95C coming out in February, we're probably looking at, let's see, February, March, April, May, June. Dude, it might be July by the time that TV comes out. Like, who the hell, like, I'm not finna wait until July, man, or June for a TV. No. Not at all. Yeah, Rock Hawk, he said, I'm probably going to invest in a decent video camera here soon. I'm still undecided on what, but I want to start grading in HDR. That's what's up, man. I'm having trouble finding anything decent to watch. I'm down for some suggestions too. With Samsung's game mode firmware issues, I'm holding hope that doesn't plague the C series. What issues are you talking about? Are you talking about like just within firmware updates or what? Bill says, man, you got a lot of information, bro. I mean, it's appreciated too, man. It's good to be able to talk to somebody else that knows more about something than me. It really helps because I'm always dealing with people that I have to troubleshoot stuff for remotely and answer questions for and fact find. He said it's better to use batteries or external batteries. It has to do with the fact that they gave to convert the voltage from the USB into what the camera runs on. Yeah, you know, and then another thing, this camera doesn't have USB-C. It's just like, I'm just over this. I'm over this. I'm just, you know, I just want to get me a camera like what I'm using, and I don't know. Because, I mean, I love the convenience of this. You know, like, this would be a great option, but imagine if I took this to, like, a CES, and I want to shoot in 4K. I don't want to shoot in 1080p. Imagine I take this and I'm shooting content and it's overheating. And it's like, come on, man. I can't even be a professional with this type of equipment. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Ghost of MS said, I'm so disappointed in Sony. He said, I want another Sony. My first 4K TV was the X900E. If I wasn't so heavy into gaming, I just grabbed the A95K. You know, I admire where you're coming from with that. It makes a lot of sense to me. I just feel like, you know, Sony should be the last of the big three that you should be looking for to meet your gaming needs. You know, to me, the Sony is picture quality and gaming, right? It's you know, looking at creators' intent and gaming, right? You know, to me, LG is like the gaming and, you know, movie, right? Samsung is like that kind of sweet medium, if you will, right? Which clearly they're trying to go for that gaming spot. Like, LG has definitely scratched the nerve, where, you know, they are definitely on it. But I feel so bad for people that really admire gaming, who also really admire gaming on or Sony TVs. Steven, he said, hey brother, good to see you. Hope the S95C has a better time than last year's Cluster F. Yeah, man, me too. But you know, hey man, listen, I've learned a valuable lesson. I'm gonna get that TV, and it's just, like, trust me, y'all gonna see when I do the first setup on it and everything. I'm not connecting it to the internet. I'm just not gonna do it. It's just, I don't need to, right? And there's probably gonna be something that's gonna say, you know, your TV's ready for an update. Like, you know, they hit you with that shit all the time. It's your TV's ready for an update. I just bought the TV. How is it ready for an update? Nah, I'm just gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to hope that what I'm seeing is the best, right? And then I know there's gonna be some YouTuber, and I'm not saying this to be malicious to anybody, but there's gonna be some person that's gonna have a video so damn good articulating how you need to get version, you know, 3.56 update because it increases the brightness or this or that, and that is going to make me so mad if I have to do that to get the better of what the TV should be out the box, right? Like, hopefully you can feel my frustration. Like, I just want to be able to get the TV, know that it's kicking behind, and just leave it there, right? So, we'll see. Wavy718, good evening, brother. You said Samsung flagship would be perfect if they had Dolby Vision. Yeah, man, that's something very interesting. I am excited to actually check out some of the Dolby Vision content that I have to see how the you know, if there's some kind of conversion with HDR10 plus on it or whatnot. Harkin said, I find text super sharp on my C2. I don't even use sharpness either. Sharpness 10 is more like AA effect, smoothing edges. I agree, bro. I agree. The New Yorker says, well, every time I say his name, I gotta say it like I'm talking like I'm from New York, but I mean, I guess that's how his name is worded. He said, was the S95B that bad? No, it wasn't. It was not. It was just there was just some bad practices. That's what I can say. And none of it said by Samsung to be like with any malice. Honestly, I think the intention were good. I was more upset by the community base, like you guys, not saying you guys specifically, but like the people that would watch the videos and that would be like, yo, this is the best thing since sliced bread. Woo, woo. And I'm like, what? Like, what the hell have you been watching? What TVs have you had? I would ask people that, and I think they would think that I was trying to be like, you know, arrogant or something. You know, I'm like, what TVs have you had, bro? Like, what's your roadmap for TVs look like if this is like the holy grail? Mind you, when I first seen the TV I showed on video, it smacked me. I'm like, damn, this is nice. Easy Bucket said, what up, TKK? Love your videos, man. Hope you're doing well. I appreciate that. Thank you for tuning in. And I am doing as best as I can, man. Honestly, I'm doing best I can. Off camera, I'm trying to work out more. Your boy trying to get buff. I'm trying to get solid. I got a son that's 7. You know, he's 7, so I'm finna start getting him in. I'm finna go ahead and get him prepped up so he can start boxing. So life is pretty decent, man. Just working, you know what I'm saying, getting to the bag and enjoying my TVs. I'm from Detroit. I'm from Detroit, Michigan. I grew up on the east side and the west side simultaneously in Detroit. Yo. Yes. I'm from the Motor City, the Mitten, the 313. Steven said you can just remember to switch the AU off and the Smart Things app. Yeah, I'm just not connecting my TV at all. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that's gonna piss me off is if, you know, the TV out the box just isn't, you know what I mean, that pop is supposed to be. Mr. Parker, how you doing this evening, brother? Everything's decent, man. You know, just trying to stream with the community, having a great time talking with you guys. Wavy said the best idea is to watch TV. Is to watch update video reviews on the Samsung TVs before updating on your own. Right, exactly. You know, you look at the update videos but the thing is, like with the S95B, it like I turned auto updates off, but the TV still was updating, and I mean that right there was just kind of like, what? It just makes you feel like it's shady. I don't know if it's really shady, but it's just like, wait, I turned off auto updates. How did you update to the next situation? Like, I turned it off. Like, how did you get from the 3 to 4 when I turned you off? You know? And then, like I said last night, they put right? They put the Xbox game stuff, because I shot content on that. Okay, so you update the Xbox game situation and you fix the what they call it? What do they call it? Filmmaker mode, right? But they just took the brightness down, you know? PN said just got off work. Just got off of work. I'm from Detroit as well. You from the D? Oh, that's what's up, man. Like, where you from? Jay Frank, you just said some real shit. I personally don't care much about picture accuracy with game mode. I don't. I do care about. I do care more about. I do care about more color accuracy. I'll say that, right? I care about that more. So I found myself making the S95B not look. How can I put this? I would modify the S95B to look more like the A95K. And when you do that, you kind of defeat the purpose of what the S95B is, if that makes any sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's almost like you want that TV because you want that saturation of color because it only looks good on that TV, if that makes any sense. But because I like looking at how colors and stuff look on LG so much, you know, it's why the S95B personally wasn't my favorite gaming TV of 2022. He said, I got the CX when it first came out, and I love all the features it has with Dolby Vision, 120 Hz gaming, 4 HDMI 2.1s. I wanted to get the Sony A95K, but hate that it doesn't have the features the CX has. Yeah, man, for sure. You know, like I said, what hurts Sony, in my opinion, what hurts them is really the fact that they don't make enough of their TV. Like, they're not responsible for constructing enough of their TV, right? So outsourcing this guy and this guy and this guy, and I get it. You know, I know that their engineers design the TV, you know, but in the picture quality and everything, and obviously that's the biggest thing that's important for the TV, the picture processing, how it handles getting content in and articulating that, especially when you're trying to get creators' intent. You know, but for me, it's like, you know, they got to make more of their TV, man. Come on, like, make more of your TV, right? But this new chipset, man, it might turn out to be some good stuff, especially if they got the input latency lower at the 60 frame per second mark. It should be good. Mr. McKee said reference versus HDR and color impact. Ghost of MH said HD TV test punked the S95B into trying to be accurate, not realizing nobody buys Samsung for accuracy. We like to, right, exactly, man, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, and that all comes down to the consumer. Because if you really love that punchy, you know, color look, it's going to blow you away. If it blows you, listen, if you go to a retail place that has a ton of artificial light and you like that picture, imagine how that picture is going to look in your home where you got more muted light. It's going to look phenomenal. That's why when I did the video in the kitchen last year, doing the initial look at the TV, and the room was dark, I'm like, man, this TV look crazy, right? That's how it is, man. Wavy said, what's taking Sony so long to show something? This is going to piss people off, especially if they don't deliver. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you, man. You know, I bought the S95B last year, but I play chess, man. I play chess. Let me tell y'all. Like, I knew that I was having issues with my C9. You know, I was very calculated with this. I knew I was having issues with my C9. I knew it was time for the panel to be replaced. It was time for it to go. And so, you know, when I got the S95B, 55-inch was, you know, the size I wanted to go with. I knew that Sony, you know, reported that they was gonna have a quantum dot. So I'm like, yeah, I'm about to, if they give me what they gave me with the A90J, that's gonna be the TV to get. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna look at the cost I'm gonna get back from the C9 and put it to that, and bam, that's it. But in this instance, you know, for me, this year, 2023, them not having no information or nothing, not even telling me, hey man, it's gonna be in May. Maybe if they had some information saying a ballpark, then I would have been able to say, you know what, I'm not gonna get the Samsung, I'm gonna just wait it out. They got nothing. Be right back. You said tech giant. You said he had a terrible Christmas. What happened to his Christmas? And Steven, I'm sorry, bro. Let me catch up on these comments. PN, you said I'm from the east side. I'm 12 to 15 minutes away from downtown Detroit. UConn is a... Oh, that's what's up, bro. Yeah, you from the D. Samsung is about the punch. That's what Mr. McKee said. You right. You right. And I mean, you either gonna love the punch or you not gonna love the punch. You know? Easy Bucket, good evening, brother. He said MediaTek really went back on the SoC supporting 4 2.1s. Honestly, they didn't go back on it, man. It's just, you know, just a certification of how this stuff can legitimately be worded. Again, it's just one of those... It's one of those things where it seems like it's shady business practice, because it's like, okay, you got the opportunity to tell me, to be transparent and tell me like what it is, but just because legally, like, you know, you're able to do it, you're just gonna word it that way and leave it that way. I hate that shit, man. I really do. You know what I'm saying? That's so weak. Hawkins, you make a great point, bro. Preservation of highlight details. Steven said, I'm in TKK. The updates come via SmartThings app as well. There's a sneaky setting for update over Wi-Fi in there. Oh, okay. Got you. Okay, now I understand where the Paul Tech Giant mentions it. Okay, I see. I have context now. But what happened to his Christmas? Jay Frank in here said, hey, man, Yay Rocket ain't for you. Brother said, get off my Samsung. Frank said, we need different TVs to have those looks. I agree. Oh, you said his wife announced she was leaving him and her boyfriend wanted to get married. What the what? Damn, he put that out there? Damn. That's the wait. That's the white buff dude, right? He like from overseas, got the accent. Damn. Man. He got all the muscles. I ain't trying to make fun of dude because I don't know him. Like, obviously he's a much bigger YouTuber than me, so his stuff comes out like, his stuff comes up more, you know how like you make content or you look at something and it'd be like, hey, this is recommended, because I make stuff in the TV space, right? But normally my time on YouTube is like I make my stuff and I put it up there. I spend more time on the studio app reading y'all comments. Like I'm trying to make sure I catch up on those. But I mean, that sucks, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, that's like, I don't even know how to, all I gotta say is, I don't know if I feel like people would be saying free TKK. You know what I'm saying? If it was me, it'd be like free that man. They all would be saying free TKK. Cause somebody being got, dealt with. Damn. I don't know if I don't even know, man. Oh man, that sucks. Damn, man, they got 4 or 5 kids, bruh. Bro, I got 8 kids, man. Can y'all believe that? Man, they got 4 or 5 kids, bruh, and she still played that man like that. Damn. Whew. Man, I'm about to check his channel out now. That's a shame. You know what I'm saying? I got to check his channel out, man. Yeah, bro. 8, bro. 8, man. Yep. Damn. Yeah, bro, I don't know if I'd have put that out there, but man, he got like 100,000 subscribers or something like that, don't he? Endo said, damn, 8 kids. He said he got a TV for each kid. He going through it like Kanye, but Kanye got that bag. You know what I'm saying? Like Kanye can go grab any bad one he want on this earth. Gaming tech finally got burned in. Probably the CX gaming tech. I'm not versed with these YouTubers. Let me, and I don't mean that in no kind of malice way. It's just now I'm gonna have to check out who's that's gaming tech. Gaming tech. Gaming tech. I have to look at these people because these people, damn, he got 25,000 subscribers. What does he do on here? Okay, he said burn in on one of my screens. What? And then have two screens playing like. So what are you supposed to guess? I gotta start doing that kind of shit, man. I'll be coming too direct. I gotta start making videos when I'm clickbaiting y'all, like, blind test which one is which. I'm like, nah, man, this is that, this is that. Damn, he got 25,000 subscribers. You know what? It's just motivation, bro. It's just motivation, man. Someday I'ma have that, bro. I'ma have that. I'ma have 25,000 someday. Some person gonna be looking at me. Someday they gonna be like, damn, let me see who this TKK guy is. And they gonna get some motivation from seeing me like that. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even hating. This is what's up. This dude getting thousands of views every video. That is what's up. I appreciate whoever it was that mentioned that name, because I be needing to see that. Bill, you said sharing can bring peace in date offers. He did joke that ladies should reach out. Shit, you talking about the buff guy? Man, I almost scared the shit out of myself. I'm looking at this and it's like a delay, and then I just seen myself walk back from the other room. I'm glad I ain't been drinking or nothing. Let's see. Is the A95K a much better looking TV than the CX? Oh man, listen, it's like, even keeping it in the LG family, like the C2 dominates the CX, man. Like, you gonna get some people that be like, oh, no big deal, Nah, man, it's another level. Yeah, he said S95, but you know what? I don't want just the views, man. I like the engagement, man. Easy bucket. Anyone tell you look like Anthony Davis? Who the fuck is that? Anthony Davis? That got me Googling. Anthony Davis. What? The dude with the unibrow? Man, knock it off. This guy got the eyebrow connected. Knock it off, bro. This man said I look like the dude with the Mark Madison. He said TKK ain't afraid of no ghosts. You right, man. I'm telling you, bro. I'm built a little bit different. I scared the shit out of myself, seeing myself, thinking somebody walk up, but you see, when you look back, you see I ain't flinch. I did scare the shit out of myself, but hey, we would have had to get busy in here. Oh, bro. Hawkins, you and me, one and the same. One and the same. That what you just said, I wish it was some way to pin them. I just pinned that message, bro. That's my first pin, bro. You got the Black History. I just made history. Just my first time pinning something. You know what I'm saying? I just pinned your message, bro. Read what Hawkins said. He said, I wasn't thrilled with my CX. I got rid of it. Had issues, though. That TV, listen, look, so here's the thing, man. I feel like people that got the CX, if you didn't have, like, if you didn't make that, like, if you didn't have the C9 or some prior, so, okay, easy bucket. Let me give you some context. Let me give you some context. The C9 was too good of a TV for me to enjoy the CX. I hope that makes sense, right? Right? the CX was just like, it just seemed like the sequel that, like, I could have skipped the TV for that year is how I feel about it, basically. Plus, we was going through the COVID stuff, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, yeah, you know what I mean? But I don't know. This man said I look like him just without the unibrow. Oh man, and shout outs to who's that, man? I have to get Jay Frank, my dog, said respect TKK for everything you do. Patiently waiting the S95C video. Haters are gonna be upset. He said, TKK. He's like this. Let me try to get the narration. TKK, everything you do, respect. He's like, patiently waiting the S95C video. Haters gonna be upset. Flames. I appreciate you, my dog. My thing is this, like, what are you most excited about with the S95C? Endo says Sony fanboys left the room. Damn. That's violent. You chose violence today, bro. You chose violence, Endo. Oh, man. I wonder if I'm going to lose, like, you know what I'm saying, like, subscribers and stuff once I start posting that TV, man. That'd be kind of ridiculous. Like I said, video 3 for me is going to be those two TVs. Like, it's going to be A95K and it's going to be S95C. And then the next thing I'm thinking about doing, because obviously I have Plex. And listen, I really thought this through. Like, I downloaded like 15 Dolby Vision, you know what I'm saying, like movies, right? So what I want to do after that is pretty much like get some content going. And that's a video I'm not even going to try to monetize. And watch that be like my highest views video ever that I can't get nothing off of. But I'm actually going to be just like showing footage. I don't even care of the S95C and the A95K, just playing content that should be like Dolby Vision, just so I can kind of see the differences. Man, I'm really excited. I'm more excited for making the content, man, for real. Plex is free, yeah. I mean, it's free to download. When you download Plex to the core, what Plex will give you is like some free TV, you know, that you can stream. And you can turn any device into a server. Like if you got a laptop that has like 200 gigs of content, you can turn that into a server. And as long as that laptop is on, and the Plex application is running on it, you can stream from it. So from your phone, you know what I'm saying, like from whatever phone you got, whatever tablet, whatever TV, anything like that. That's the way that works. And so, yeah, it's pretty much like having a local Netflix. Like I have a computer that runs all the time. I got like, I'm not even exaggerating, man. I have like, I want to say, man, I have more than like 50 terabytes in that computer. And yeah, it's just my content. The color on the C2 is noticeably better than CX, like night and day for me. Same with brightness and APL. No annoying ABO either. That's noticeable. Yeah, of course. 100%. Big upgrade, man. Big upgrade. Yeah. Remember, Apple TV will play those Dolby Vision movies in HDR10 plus. Right, that's exactly. So Frank, that's my thought, bro. So shoot the so play the content and just be able to see, because a lot of people are like, oh, if it don't got Dolby Vision, I'm not buying it. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna see firsthand. I know I'm not gonna have an issue with it though. Like I'm not gonna have a problem with it. QQ, what is that? Oh, quick question. When you sell equipment or TVs, do you sell real cheap, or do you sell cheap for faster sale, or sit on them longer? I mean, honestly, bro, I don't sell stuff. You know what I'm saying? So let me tell you a story, man. My air conditioner unit had went out. You know, like the unit that, you know what I'm saying, produces the air for the house and everything. And this Hispanic brother came and Dude just had a great energy about him, you know what I'm saying? And I invited the dude after he had did what he needed to do to fix my stuff, which it was an easy fix. But I invited the dude in my garage. I was like, hey man, you know what I'm saying? I got this I was like, I got this refrigeration. I got 2 fridges in my garage. Like if y'all seen the video, y'all seen it. And a stove. I'm like, look, I need to get this going. So I was supposed to have given it to my boy for his OG, his mom's, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, I gotta get this stuff out because I have stuff I need to do in my garage. I had already had the fridge clean. Like this thing is immaculate, right? The stove is clean. So I was like, look, man, you want these? This was on like a Tuesday or Wednesday. He's like, yeah. He took a couple of photos. I'm like, come get them, or you know what I'm saying, or don't waste my time. He's like, you want money? I'm like, no, I'm good. Just come get these shits. So he came to pick them up. He came with 2 trucks, his family or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And it was talking about like the other fridge. I told him that I have to get my food out of there before I could give him that. So I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just that kind of cat. I wasn't really trying to sell it. The C9 is in, yeah, the C9 I have mounted on the wall now in the other room, but I'm giving that to my boy that I was supposed to give the fridge and the stove to. I'm giving him the C9 because he got a PlayStation 5, but he don't have a 4K 120 TV. So I'm gonna give him that TV. So I'm gonna keep it on the wall until he's ready, but I'm gonna take it off the wall because the 77-inch C1 is gonna go there. But I said all that to say, man, I really don't sell stuff. I just, you know what I'm saying, I just give it away, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, bless somebody, you feel me? Somebody might be going through some hell of a stuff, and man, I'm gonna just bless them. Look, take it, you know? Yeah, and that's how it be, especially when you need the space, you know what I'm saying? But for me, it's, nah, bro. The dude, like, check it out, man. The dude that brought me my second Big Blue arcade, I paid $1,500 for that arcade, right? The dude brought it from Georgia. He dropped it off, literally, as he's bringing it. Me and him was talking. We spoke for like 15, 20 minutes. He into the arcade hobby. I asked him, I said, bro, you want a dope TV? He was like, huh? I was like, man, you want a TV? I was like, you ever had an OLED? Now, granted, it was my EF9500, you know what I'm saying? But that mug was immaculate. I was like, man, you can have this TV if you want, bro. He was like, you want anything from it? I'm like, nah, man, we good. You know what I'm saying? You can have it. So we loaded it up, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, off with my baby. And I love that TV. But sometimes that's how it be, man. That's how it be, bro. You know, I'm sitting on a couple graphics cards. I ain't putting nobody business out there, but you know what I'm saying? One of my young dogs, I'm gonna help him out with this, get him a fresh build. Sometimes you just gotta do that, man. You know, everything can't be about, you know what I'm saying, the profit, but sometimes it makes sense to make that business. But the biggest thing with TVs, and I try to tell people, man, if you buy a TV and you know you really use it, get you a warranty, bro. You gotta get you a warranty, man. Get a warranty. You know what I'm saying? Get a warranty on your TV, dog. You know, all this content I'm telling you that I'm finna be making on this this S95C, I'm about to run it. It's gonna be the only TV out for a while. I'm about to run the hell out of the TV. So if the TV start acting crazy, man, have them people come fix that TV or get rid of it. The EF9500 had some dead pixels in it. I had to use a magnifying glass to see them, but I noticed them. It was like some red dots. I seen them boys, and then the technician came out. I had put some clear tape on it because it was so. Once I seen them, I forgot. I lost them and couldn't find them. So I'm like, man, let me put some clear tape on there. Like, you got to be smart like that. So when the technician came out, he was like, he can't find them. I'm like, nah, bro, I got them right there. It's where the tape is. And you know, they made the call. He was like, and that TV was $7,000. So just think about that. You know, they're gonna try to meet you in the middle, but I was able to recoup like half of that. So yeah, New Yorker, have a great night, bro. We're gonna wrap it up pretty soon, man. But I'm enjoying talking to y'all guys. It's a great vibe, man. But man, I appreciate y'all sharing that the gaming tech. Give me another page to look at so I can get motivated. That dude got 25,000 subscribers. 24.9. Dang. You know how that look to a person with 8,000 subs? It's like, yo, it's far away, but it's all good, man. I'm hungry. Appreciate you, Bill. Bill, you be helping me too. I'm doing more live streams, Easy Bucket. We're going to shoot for Wednesdays and we're going to shoot for Sundays. It's not going to be this Sunday because it's Super Bowl over here in the States. You might be in the States, but you know, for people that are not in the States. He said, question, since Apple TV, since the Apple TV 4K has Dolby Vision, can you see the Dolby Vision technology through the Samsung? Nah, Apple TV is going to do the HDR10 Plus or the Dolby Vision. It's going to detect what the TV is, you know. Exactly. You got to get the warranty, man. Get you a warranty. Straight up, man. Endo says subs ain't everything. You right, bro. Engagement. That's why I'm trying to focus. I'm trying to make the Bible of my channel all about engagement. You know what I'm saying? I want engagement. I want that to be the focal point of what we do here. You know what I'm saying? I want it to be about, you know, us talking, us being able to have a brotherhood. You feel me? That's what's important. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna lie, people trying to get paid, bro. Like, you know, if you can earn a living just talking about and creating visual content based on something that you just organically are passionate about, man, them subs be looking good. I ain't gonna lie. Do a 2-year warranty better than Total Tech? 5-year warranty, so if your TV has problems, they don't make a new model, you upgrade to new model, for what I heard. Wavy saying, Wavy sound like he knows something. That's all I'm gonna say. Wavy sound like he knows something, man. You know, you just have to make the smart decisions on which warranty is gonna work best for you. You know. Steve says, shoot, you had one at one time. Keep you growing. I appreciate you, dog. Oh, you got the upgrade from the X to the 2? That's, brother, smart. I got, you know, you know, and it's crazy because y'all put me on this guy right here, right? All right, this guy say burn in on my one of my screens, and it looked clickbaity as hell, right? And I made a video, and listen, I felt bad. Like, I'm this type of cat. I felt bad about this thing I had did, right? So I don't know if y'all remember. Remember I did the video and I said I paid $2,400 for my my A95K, and people was, man, they was trying to slay me like, bro, you clickbait, man, you cap. And I'm like, what? Like, bro, I just made the video prior talking to y'all. Like, I'm trying to give y'all like the game. I'm trying to give y'all education. All y'all focused on is, you know what I'm saying, whatever, right? I'm trying to give y'all the game, right? So basically, like, the video prior to that was like about the, you know what I'm saying, the C9, like, yo, this is what just happened with the TV. This is what happened with the TV. They gave me this amount of money. I took this money and, you know what I'm saying, like, I bought the TV. The TV was 4 bands, and then I switched the difference in what they gave me, and boom, I was able to pocket that, man. Oh, and I feel you, Hawkins. I done mounted these 3 TVs. I done mounted 3 TVs within a week, bro. So I'm good on it. He has some burn in on his S95B. Mark, man, they say do Total Tech, it worked the same as the regular warranty, and you getting protection. He said, do Total Tech, it worked the same as the regular warranty, and you getting protection for everything that you buy under that warranty. Man, you should have put an exclamation mark after that warranty. Oh, it was a laptop? Best Buy Total Turkey. Huh? SD says Total Tech has very high deductibles. I heard. Oh, okay, I got you. My bad, Wavy. I wasn't even trying to point out the error like that. I didn't know if you was trying to, you know, articulate something different. So the biggest thing is you have to hold on, say Hawkins, yeah. He straight clickbaited me. He's an LG OLED dude, so I figured he was talking about the LGs. He had a good message though. Okay, got you. That's what's up, man. You know, and that's the problem. Sometimes you have to be able to dive a little bit deeper into that. Remind me. Somebody got 49-cent butterball turkeys. What? Where's that at? I got kids to feed. Shit. Put the boys in the deep freezer. Oh, Wavy, okay, you using the Apple voice. Speaking of Apple, bro, did you get did you get the new HomePod? You interested in that? Anybody checking out any cool technology outside of TVs? Ghost of Man said, I already got enough of these lames listening to my private conversations. I'm cool on HomePod. If it has Google Assist or Alexa, it would be the best HomePod on the market. Serious stupid. He said, this bitch stupid. Excuse my language. As you can see me, he's saying a turkey, and I said, tech, got you. Media said, let's say you buy a $7,000 TV, you pay 10% of $1,000 if something happens to it and get credited back the full value of that TV to put towards a new one. Hawkins, you a trip, bro. Bill's channel said Apple used to automatically upgrade your purchased movies to new standards for free. So, for example, you bought a DVD quality. When they stopped doing that? Oh, if you bought DVD, you got to upgrade it to, I got you, to Blu-ray. That's what's up. Right, and nobody answered that, Hawkins. I'm sitting here like, yo, who got anything good to watch? Because I don't watch anything new unless I add it to the server. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really go out there and grab anything unless, you know, I've been told that it's really good. So I watched The Walking Dead, finished it. And so I'm trying to figure out if I'm even excited about knowing that Rick and Michonne is gonna have a show. You said the only shows I'm watching right now is Last of Us and BMS. Oh, BMF. Oh, bro, that got you. That's got you messed up, man. I feel you, dog. Yeah, he said BMS. How I get BMS from him saying BMF? Dang. I feel you, bro. Dog said BMF, and I knew it as soon as I read BMS. Oh, man. You rewatching The Sopranos, bro. And Sons of Anarchy. Great watches there, bro. Just watched Barbarian on HBO Max. What is that about? J Mac, what's up, man? I ain't seen no comment from you. You been in the shadows, man. You need to talk. You said you trying to Demon Slayer, a good show. You got bored of The Walking Dead. You know, I often ask myself, how the hell Capcom even let The Walking Dead be a thing? Like, I mean, for anybody that's a Resident Evil fan, it's just like, how did they not make that show? I mean, does anybody think that, like, or wonder that? It's a horror movie. Better to blind watch without knowing anything. Oh man, J Mac, I'm gonna have to talk to you more often. Just the way you articulated those words right there, that tell me something about you, man. Please make sure you comment more often, cause yeah, there's something special about you, man. And I'm not a sarcastic person, so I mean that with all respects. Definitely watched Narcos and Narcos Mexico. I watched the first Narcos. I seen the first Narcos. That man said I was running through my apps and still couldn't find anything good to watch. What apps were you running through, brother? Damn. You said you was running through apps. But you know, that's why I'm not subscribed to all of these different, you said name video game adaptations you'd like to see. You know, I'd like to see Resident Evil, but it doesn't get done right, man. It just doesn't get done right. But what would I really like to see? I'd really like to see God of War, honestly. Like, and I'm talking about, like, with everything that's been done with, like, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I feel like, you know, they can bring something like that good. He said, "Y'all can't unsubscribe from Disney." Bro, the one app that I do pay for is Disney Plus. Like, facts. And there's a guy like, who's gonna be Kratos? Yeah, I want to see The Last of Us. Ghost of MS said, "Gotta check it out." I gotta wait. Personally, I gotta wait for it to be done. And is the God of War gonna be like animated, or is it gonna be live action? Because I mean, the Kratos, if it's live action, I mean the Kratos, he gotta be. It's just like it's some stuff that can't be messed up. Like, he can't be wimpy. He damn near gotta be the Rock size or something. You know? Like, if that Kratos ain't buff as hell, then something wrong. If it's live action. I would love to see Metal Gear, but I think it would be boring. Like, I think it'd be a boring ass series or a movie. Like, it was a slow play, and it was because, you know, the gameplay was very suspenseful. And then when there was the action that needed to take place was bam, right there, right? But I'm just trying to understand, you know, how would that be watching it? I don't like Tom Cruise. No offense. I hope I don't lose subscribers saying that. I'm not a fan of Tom Cruise. You know, I could never get into any content that he made. And I know the question is probably going to be, what? You didn't see the Top Gun? No. Like, that dude is just like I can't, there's nothing about him that makes me want to, yeah, you see that new Tom Cruise movie? Like, no, I did not. Top Gun 2 was overrated and probably too far-fetched, but yeah. Yeah, I've never seen Top Gun. Like, there's not one Tom Cruise movie. The Mission Impossibles, none of them. Like, he's just an actor that turns me the hell off. Like, I'm trying to think that no. One time I did the movie that Tom Cruise had when he was the bad guy in the Jamie Foxx movie. That got my attention. That movie where he had the salt hair and he was using yeah, that movie Collateral, man. Look, man, listen, just the whole concept of that. He gets in the car, the dude is trying to build a business as an Uber driver before Uber comes to exist. You know what I'm saying? And my man is like, yo, you gonna take me and I'm gonna kill these people. I'm gonna tip you big, and you're not gonna know what's going on. That was a great movie. I enjoyed that Tom Cruise, but nothing else about Tom Cruise. Ain't nothing personal, like, you know, but just nothing else about him makes me like, yeah, I gotta see that Tom Cruise. And even after that, it was just like every time I see him, it's just like he just seems like the same person in every movie, kind of like The Rock. But I enjoy looking at The Rock because he kicks ass. But Tom Cruise, every time I look at him in a movie, I'm just like, yo, he just looks like the same person. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know if he was supposed to be Iron Man before he turned the road down. I'm glad. We needed a hungry person that came back from an addiction to play Tony Stark's, and thank you for turning that down. Which Predator movie was my favorite? Definitely part 1, but Danny Glover played the hell out of Predator 2. It was like a spiritual sequel for Lethal, and you know what I'm saying, like a Lethal movie. He played the hell out of that sequel. Like, his character was just badass, you know. Predator 2 for sure underrated. Like, he played the hell out of that role, man. And I'm not going to try to offend nobody with this, but every black man would be proud of Danny Glover for handling himself against a fucking monster. Like, you know, because people normally gonna lay down and get tripped up and fall and slice you dead, but he was about that action. I loved it. I loved it. But part 1 was nice, man. Like, Arnold was on top of his game. They had Carl in that movie. I felt like all of the supporting cast, like, that was a part of Arnold's team. You know what I'm saying? They got killed quick, but they all had great personality. It was great synergy. Just a cult classic. It just came at the right time. Wavy says, speaking of The Rock, we need to have a conversation when it comes to wrestlers becoming movie actors because Batista might take the spot. Yo, I'm hearing some things, man. IG, a small Mary Sue chick can beat a Predator. Oh man, I'm not sure, bro. You got to try that one again, cause that one didn't come out. J Mac, I missed your comment. I'm sorry, bro. You said it was directed by Michael Mann. Was that Predator 2? I hope Creed 3 is gonna be good, bro. I'm proud of Michael B. Jordan. Like, outside of all of the whatever garbage going on with him, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy because I was watching. I said I watch The Wire like every day, and I really do. So the episode I was watching today, he had just snitched on like Stringer Bell and all of them or whatever, and it was just like looking at him when he was just a young dude in that show, and it's just like, dang, you know what I'm saying? Just seeing where his career is, man, it's just amazing. Okay, he did Collateral, he did Heat also, which was a great movie. So yeah, you're right. You're right. He got a resume. Creed comes out next month. Mark Madness. So what makes Batista a better overall actor? Like, just elaborate if you can give me some context and some depth to that. I actually like that movie. Prey was the latest Predator movie. So I enjoyed it, but probably not for the right reasons. You know what I'm saying? I just think that I was just looking for another Predator movie, and I like seeing bad guys. You know what I mean? But I think I liked more of the story behind it. Okay, Knock at the Cabinet. Let me go ahead and check this out. Let me see something. Knock at the Cabinet. Is it in theaters right now or is it streaming? Mr. McKee, you're welcome, brother. We're going to wrap this in about 5 minutes. And you're right, Indo Heat was awesome. 95, yes. I can see Batista being Phoenix. That's actually a good look. He said Rock has never cried in a single movie. Because he's The Rock. I did not get to see Nintendo Direct today. Let me tell you about Nintendo. Caution yourself. What I'm about to say may offend people that love Nintendo. I want to make sure that gets through. Like, I don't mean no disrespect. I'm disappointed. I am. You know, we don't need a Switch Pro. I think the Switch is great. I think what it stands for is amazing. The best handheld out there. I don't think it's even an argument, right? I feel like Nintendo missed tremendously with not producing a dock that has a dedicated graphics card inside of it. You know, I don't know what the hell their thing is, where they are always into trying to force people to be behind the curve. Like, you know, you give me a portable OLED screen, great. You don't give me any more graphical performance within it, great. I know I'm ranting on something totally different, right? But when I dock it, I'm literally playing a lesser of every game because you give me no type of central processing or graphical processing inside of the dock. You know, why can't you make a dock that will even just have the identical type of power that's in the Switch so that I can at least be playing in 1080p 60, right? It's just, and the problem is this, right? There's such a large catalog on the Switch. Like, it's gotten out of control. It's such a big catalog to the point where it will have to be just another console when we actually get to see the same games actually playing in the resolution with the graphical fidelity and the frame rate that we deserve, man. So that's the end of my rant. But no, I'm not a fan of Nintendo because, you know, I just feel like I always get suckered in. And it doesn't even have to be 4K 120 because it takes a lot. Like, it takes a lot to do 4K at 120, right? But just think about it. If you could match the GPU that's in the Switch and put that in the dock and make it where when it's docked, I actually have a console experience. Like, who the hell tells you that I just want to be portable? Like, you make the Wii U, and the Wii U was cool because it was a console, and the main controller was like, okay, I can take it around the house. You know what I'm saying? Like 20 feet or whatever around the house and play. That's nice. You can go take a dump, still be playing your game, come back, boom, you're good. But your next iteration makes me completely portable, which was cool at first for the first couple of years. But you still don't give me anything to make my living room experience great. It's just crazy, man. Like, you're selling it to adults. You've always sold your stuff to adults. Kids don't buy your stuff. So, I don't know, man. Jack Sparrow, what's up, brother? My guy. Nintendo ain't gonna have no 4K nothing for a long time. We're not even playing 1080, man. We're not even really doing 1080 at 30. Not when it's docked. Nah, the S95C has been paid for. You know what I'm saying? Mine has not been pre-ordered. It's been purchased. And people that took my money, man. Money's gone. That was painful, but it's gone. It's nah, we waiting. We got like a week. You know what I'm saying, for that joint to come. Switch has to go, but the problem is the catalog is so huge. Like, it's huge, man. It's huge. That's the problem. The problem is the catalog is huge. So they have to, it's like they have to be able to migrate that catalog into another platform. That's like, this is the problem, man. This is the problem. You know what I'm saying? Catalog is so dang big. You're right. You got Switch mainly for Metroid, and it made sense. It was a launch title for the OLED, which when you think about OLEDs, you think about perfect blacks. You know what I'm saying? Infinite contrast on a game that's really dark. Great. And I mean, it's crazy because I mean, I played the Switch on the emulator on an OLED. So I'm like, this is great because I could actually play in 4K at 60. Like with the emulator, you can do that. You can't do that like with the console. So it's like the issue ain't the software because these people make these emulators and they make them where, you know what I'm saying, they can change textures and things like that. And it's just like, it's crazy, man. Hey, man, y'all been great, though. I'm going to go ahead and end this live. Like I said, we're going to be doing this every Wednesday, every Sunday. I'm going to post it up for the DVR, so in case nobody got an opportunity to check it out, I really do appreciate y'all. You know, I really do. I appreciate y'all. We're going to keep this format going. Every time we do it, we're going to do it for like 2 hours. We're going to get to know each other better. We're gonna have more meaningful conversation. You know, we're going to kick it like a brotherhood. But I need to work on some stuff. J Mac, man, listen, it was good meeting you, bro. I don't think I've ever in my life read a comment, but you know, I be picking up on things, man. So I appreciate you, and I appreciate all you good brothers, you know, for coming through. Yeah. You said you dodged work to watch. Oh man, you a good brother, man. Don't mess up your bag for me. And Hawkins, it was good talking to you, homie. We're gonna have to make sure we politic and parlay more on here. Mark Madness, I get with you, Mr. Nelson. Peace. Mr. Nelson, make sure you speak more next time, my brother. Y'all have a great night, man. Take care of yourself. Peace. God bless. And as I always say, Max Love. We out of here.